everything overwhelmed, and I deeply apologize.
People who are racist often end up with the worst blow, and it's completely deserved. I mean, check out these racist Karens completely mellowed out when the judges were handing them prison times. The first one will blow your mind. Back in July 2015, something seriously messed up went down in Douglas County near Atlanta. There were a bunch of folks, including Jose Joe Torres and Kayla Norton, who decided to form a convoy of pickup trucks all decked out with huge Confederate flags. They called themselves Respect the Flag. Ironic, right? So these truckers start driving around town, and guess where they end up? Yep, at a kid's birthday party. Now, you'd think they'd just keep on driving, right? Wrong. Instead, they start hurling racial slurs at the partygoers while they're grilling hot dogs and hamburgers and having a blast with a bouncy castle, snow cone machines, and a DJ. Real classy move, guys. But wait, it gets worse. The drivers actually park their trucks near the party, and a smaller group led by Torres decides to up the ante. They start threatening to kill everyone there, spewing even more hateful slurs. As if that's not bad enough, Torres goes ahead and grabs a shotgun from his truck, points it at the group of African-American partygoers, and announces that he's gonna take their lives. And get this, his buddies have the audacity to say that even the little kids at the party could be in danger. Sickening, right? Thankfully, justice caught up with these bigots. Torres got slapped with a 20-year sentence, 13 of which he'll be spending behind bars. The jury found him guilty on 3 counts of aggravated assault, 1 count of making terroristic threats, and 1 count of violating Georgia's Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. As for Kayla Norton, she's looking at 15 years, with 6 years in prison for her conviction on 1 count of making terroristic threats, and 1 count of violating the Street Gang Act. And this next woman from Oregon just can't seem to learn her lesson. She was caught on video wielding a knife and hurling racist slurs at a black couple in a parking lot in McMinnville. Well, justice has finally caught up with her, and she's been sentenced to 30 days in jail. Amber Rocco from Wilhelmina pleaded guilty to charges of intimidation, unlawful use of a weapon, and harassment. On top of her jail time, she's been slapped with 3 years of probation. The whole incident started because the black couple's aunt parked a bit crookedly at a strip mall. It's a minor thing, but Rocco apparently decided to make a big deal out of it. She went on a tirade, spewing racial slurs and clutching a knife like she's in a bad movie.
You're racist as what the
The couple's 15-month-old daughter was in the car, and she woke up crying at the commotion. According to the couple, Rocco even spit on the boyfriend and slapped him before they started recording the incident. It's just shocking that someone can fly off the handle like that over something so trivial. The couple insists that they did absolutely nothing to provoke her, and this could have happened to anyone. Of course, Rocco had her excuses ready. She claimed she was acting in self-defense, but the couple denied it. She even offered an apology in court, saying she regretted using the racial slur, and that she loves her mixed family. Well, talk is cheap, and it seems like she didn't really mean it because she found herself in trouble again not long after. Another woman named Barbara Helderman Kinney came forward and said that she had also been a victim of Rocco's disturbing behavior. While shoveling snow outside her home in Idaho, Rocco approached her with a can of mace and started circling her. Helderman Kinney was terrified and didn't know what Rocco had in her hands. When she asked, Rocco replied with the same offensive slur and told her to go back to Mexico. It's absolutely appalling. Thankfully, the law has stepped in once again, and Rocco was arrested for unlawful use of tear gas or mace. And just as insane was this next one. When the Black Keys were about to perform in town, things got crazy. Can you believe it? There was this religious group that went all out against them, calling them satanic. It was like the biggest religious battle Chagrin Falls had seen since the Crusades. Carrie Waterman, the group's leader, led protests and strikes on the streets, demanding a meeting with the town hall. And guess what? She actually got it. But here's where it gets really wild. During that meeting, things took a turn for the absurd. Waterman was in court recording her reactions, sobbing and claiming she was attacked. It was pure chaos. The poor judge was on the verge of losing it. He kept yelling for order, but Waterman seemed to be completely losing her marbles. Can you imagine? The judge was so fed up that he even called her a ham sandwich. Yep, you heard that right. a ham sandwich. It's like she was possessed by Satan himself, driving the judge to say the most unexpected things. Somebody get this ham sandwich out of my court. Judges are just human after all, and sometimes they can't help themselves. This is one tough story, folks. There was a happy couple, Jerome Zerker and Brittany Johnson, all set to tie the knot, when their lives were brutally torn apart by an alleged drunk driver. It's heart-wrenching. Jerome, the groom-to-be, lost his life in the crash, and now his bride-to-be Brittany is fighting for her own life in an intensive care. They had been together for a solid 10 years and had a beautiful, blended family with 5 kids. It's a real tragedy, you know? Brittany remembers the moment everything changed. She says it was like a massive bang, and just like that, it was all over. Can you imagine? Jerome's mom, Rachel Pfizer, couldn't find the words. Losing her youngest boy left her speechless. It's unimaginable pain. Now, let's talk about the alleged drunk driver, Amanda Kosel. Her pickup truck crashed right into Jerome's SUV head on, and get this, she was apparently under the influence. It's like adding insult to injury, a real double blow. But things got even crazier in court. While victim impact statements were being shared, Amanda's mom and some unknown dude in the courtroom had the nerve to start smiling and laughing. Can you believe it? Judge Kiana Lillard wasn't having any of that nonsense. She straight up called the guy a clown. I mean, who does that at such a devastating moment? The judge couldn't believe her eyes. Judge Lillard let them have it. She told them it was time to leave, that their behavior was totally unacceptable in a court of law. And let me tell you, she wasn't messing around. Amanda's mom, Donna Kosel, even faced the possibility of jail time for criminal contempt. The judge wasn't playing games. She said, "And you can go too, because if you don't know how to act, you can go to jail," Lillard said. "Anybody else want to go?" Lillard asked the other people in the courtroom supporting Amanda Kosel. "You can go too. This is a court of law. And these are very serious matters. I understand that you are all very upset because your loved one is going to prison. But guess what? She's going to prison for the choices that she made. These people are here grieving, saddened because of a senseless act that took away their loved one. And you are all sitting around here like it's a joke?" Donna Kosel didn't exactly get away with her courtroom behavior. Judge Lillard dropped the hammer on her, sentencing her to 93 days in jail for criminal contempt. As a court officer escorted her out, reality hit hard. It's a clear message that actions have consequences, even in the courtroom. After the news of the judge's actions hit the headlines, her Facebook page was flooded with praise and support. People recognized the need for respect and sensitivity in the courtroom, especially when dealing with such tragic circumstances. It's refreshing to see justice served with dignity and compassion. And I don't know about you, but I really think all these people got what they deserved. In fact, some people even argued that they should have been imprisoned for longer durations. What do you think? Be sure to let us know in the comments below.